Talked about how the 5 pound piece of wood turns into energy, right? And it's all energy, right? It's all energy. But you may be saying, well, Ruben, everything is energy. How is that going to help me in life? I understand everything is made up of atoms, and that atom consists of a nucleus with an electron surrounding it. How is that going to help me in life? I know that's what you're thinking right now. I don't see how energy can help me in life, Ruben. Well, let me explain to you. Thomas Edison, the guy that created the light bulb. Albert Einstein, one of the smartest guys to ever live. They both discovered at the end of the century that the mind, the brain, or the mind, is a transmitter and a receiver. A transmitter and a receiver of energy. They discovered that. That your human brain or your mind has the ability to transmit data or frequency and receive it as well. For the longest, this was debunked. Well, now we have enough evidence to prove that that is true, that what they were talking about is actually true. There's devices that you could put on your head that, with your thoughts, you can move objects. Or with your thoughts, you can make words appear on a board or on a screen. You can make pictures. So there's devices now that can actually measure that energy. Scientific, well, medical, there's medical equipment that can actually measure the frequency coming out of your brain. And they discovered that your brain does emit frequencies. They do emit frequencies, and they can be measured. Dreams can be measured. You know. Now, why is that important? If everything's made up of energy, everything is made up of energy. What the frequency that we emit from our brain, what is the reason for it? Why do we have it? And what does it do? Well, here's a theory, and it's only a theory, right? But there's plenty of evidence and plenty of books and plenty of material that has been produced by several teachers, who some of them are great, that have talked about a concept called the law of attraction. They've talked about that concept very deeply, and there's some teachers that I really respect, admire, and I've learned so much from them. Many are just speaking theory within theory, but some are they really know what they're talking about. But this is a subject that's been talked about for a while now, and it's become more and more famous. It's beginning to die down now, but it's become, at least it's made its mark so far. There was a movie produced, I think it was in 2006, 2005, it came out, called The Secret. And it became a nationwide product. It caused a lot of attention. The makers of that movie, went on Oprah and several TV shows in America and around the world, and talking about this video, this product they came out. What what that video talked about was the law of attraction, how you can attract what you want with your mind. And they basically talked about the same thing I'm talking about now, how your brain emits a frequency. And with that frequency, you can give a command to God or to the universe. And if you do it long enough, consistent enough, with no resistance and belief, that will come to you, will be attracted to you, is what they say. It will be attracted to you. It will be attracted to you. And well, think about it. If everything is made up of energy, and your brain emits a frequency, let's say you think of a car, you feel good about that thought. That thought makes you feel good because either you want it, or you had that car as a kid, or that's the car of your dreams, whatever. It makes you feel good inside. We just talked about how your brain emits a frequency every time you think a thought. That frequency that's emitted of that car, the law of attraction tells us like attracts like. You put out that frequency with your brain, you send it all across the universe in an instant. Or, in other words, you send the request to God, or a prayer. For centuries, that's what it's been called, a prayer. And now we're calling it a frequency, a law of attraction. But for the longest, think about it, it was called a prayer. A prayer is where you thought about something, and you give the request to God, and God will answer your prayer. Think about it. Think about it. How this is not new information.